Hi, my name is Riley Gold, and the brand I chose to do my ad on was Glossier, and I chose them because they're a very trendy makeup brand right now, and they're known for their very simple and aesthetic design, and they like to focus a lot on natural beauty, and they don't really have a lot going on with their models and in their brand, and people really tend to go towards them because they like to focus on natural beauty and just very simple and aesthetic design. So this is the ad I chose to try and replicate from them. So the first thing that I wanted to focus on was their pop of color in this ad. So there's not really much to it except for this blue box, which really stands out. They like to stick to a very simple pastel color palette. So they have this pastel blue in the background, which adds to their aesthetic and simple vibe they have going on. And then another thing that they like to do is have very simple and natural models. So this model in the corner also pops out in this ad, and she is pretty large, and you can notice that she's like bare skinned, not a lot of makeup happening on the face, and she's just got natural hair. So that also is the kind of models they like to go for and adds to the aesthetic feel of the brand. And since this ad is very simple, there's not much else to it except for their logoing and their slogan for the ad. So they have this big G up in the top left corner, and then in the bottom they have their Glossier logo, and then their little slogan for this ad is skin first, makeup second, smile always. So this is the ad that I created to try and go along with the other ad. So I wanted to keep the similar idea to the original ad, but kind of change it around a little bit and make it my own so that it looks similar but not the same. The first thing I wanted to stick with was consistency. So I took the basic idea of having that pop of color in the box, but I switched it around so that this one is horizontal, and I feel like that created a new look to the ad. And I also kept the white space at the top, even though it's a little less than how it was in the original ad. I also wanted to change the color. Since they like to stick with pastels, I decided to switch it to a pastel pink, which Glossier uses a lot of pastel pink as well. And I really liked how the pink looked with my ad versus the blue, which I originally had blue as my background. And then I wanted to keep a similar model to their models that they like to use, so I found one that has bare skin, really natural makeup, natural hair, and she was just kind of emphasizing the whole natural beauty that Glossier likes to go with. And then the next thing I focused on was the placement. So I wanted the placement to be kind of similar to the original ad. So I got the G logo, but I switched it to the opposite side. So now it's in the top right corner, and I made it pretty big so that there wasn't too much awkward spacing, and I wanted all of their logos and wording to balance the ad out. So I put it in between the white and the pink so that it created less awkward space between this line right here. And then I put the Glossier ad in the bottom right corner as well, with the skin first, makeup second, smile always. And I wanted the fonts to be big enough so that they balanced each other out. And then here is just the Glossier logo. But thank you so much for listening to my presentation and looking at my ad.